found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel. Under stars, it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky. Coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears. Miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars. Flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Palms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Palms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's summertime. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we climb. Coastal airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel. Under stars, it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky. Coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears. Miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars. Flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea. Coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the island's near. Feel the love in the air. Palms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. Palms are swaying, blue sky. Wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name. Life is more than a game. the plane in summertime. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze the sky.
I got to get my headset on stock. What's going on, folks? Welcome aboard the FSBN channel. My name is Jason. In the chat, let me know if you are around. Just let me know if you can hear me. Say 5x5 if you can hear me all right. I don't know if I can hear the game audio yet. Yes, I can. Okay, we're good. So we are, yes. Let's look at this aircraft here. This is the Butte. Right here is the MD-80. And I have to take that thing off. All right, there we go. This is the MD-80. It's actually MD-83, and you can, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it is windy here in Westchester County. We are going to be flying a charter flight. I'll kind of show you how it's done here. So New York Rangers charter. We're going from Westchester all the way over to Detroit. Really quick flight, and then tomorrow we'll do the turn, headed on back. And then next week we go on a major road trip. It's pretty long, and we'll be doing this in the MD-80 next week. And those members, if you're a member of the channel, you're a member of the YouTube channel, or you're a patron, you'll be able to see all of them in this beautiful machine here, the MD-80. Guys, I got to tell you, I love this airplane. I just do. I love it. I know it's old. I know it's loud, but that's why I love it. And let's see who's checking in here. We have got Max. What's going on? He says, what's up? There's Chris. How you doing? I sent you an email. Thank you, Chris, man. Appreciate it. Chris is our representative over at Delta. We appreciate you, bud. Hopefully you're doing well over there. It's been a great week for me. I'm excited. So a really good week. And, overall good. It's been pretty darn good. We've got Max. He says, you caught me in the middle of a 737 study night. Well, good. I'm glad I could be your, I'm glad to be here with you. Jeffrey says, no matter where I am in the world, when the mad dog stirs, I come a-calling. It's so true. Can't wait to see this charter. Good deal. And then Jeffrey says, MD-80, MD-80, MD-80. It's awesome. Chris says, proper airplane worthy. Jeffrey says, proper airplane worthy of study, flight, and observation. That is so true. Good evening, Captain. A nice intro music. Hope this week was good. Where do you find the most stressed out parents? Disneyland. That is exactly right. That's about right. I got to get some one-liners here for you. I got a couple. I think I told you a few of them, though. I mean, I got to get some new ones. I got to get some dad jokes going on. I know my kids are like, oh, dad jokes again. All right, let's jump in this airplane here. We got a cold and dark aircraft. The team is, we heard they're in the practice facility, but Terrytown is where the Rangers practice. They're probably, 15 minutes away from the airport. It's pretty quick, and we're going to get this show on the road. We do have Cliff tonight. He'll be with us, so we'll get Cliff going. First thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure everything is good. So it's off, that's off, that's off. And then we're going to come. Now, see, hold on. See, the overhead is a little wonky on your side. See, if I move there we go. That's better. But then look at how, oh, maybe I need to move that for you on the screen. I'll have to adjust it. So I'll adjust it next time. But we're good now. The first thing we're going to want to do is come up here and we're going to throw on the battery switch. Now, we have external power. You can see the two lights on here, the external power, and it shouldn't be registering anything. It is right there. We got the volts, frequencies. It's on the hot bat bus. We're going to flip it on right now and lock it. All right, that's just turning on the hot bat bus, and then we're going to actually throw the external power on right now. Ready? One. See the DC loads coming up. All right, we're good. We got two good lights on there. I'm going to go ahead and call. Now, the thing is, I've got this hooked up to GSX. So we're going to go ahead and start this puppy. Let's get this fired up. And we're going to get GSX going. Christopher, what's up? He says, I'm just checking in. How's it to remember? What's up, Captain? Thank you. How's it going? It's going great. I hope you're doing well, too. Don't let Cliff touch this bird. This charter season, he's unworthy. He is unworthy, but he's been pretty darn good the last couple of flights. I've had no messes up with him, really. I think I got him tamed up to where I want him. All right, so GSX, first thing we're going to do is we are going to call... What do you mean? See, I don't like this. Whereas this parking spot is too small for your aircraft. SimBrief's okay. I'm going to request catering services. The first thing we're going to do, we got to get this aircraft catered and all that. And then a couple things I'm going to check right now. I'm just going to do my fire test. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the cause system on. We'll kill the bell. And we're going to look at all 6 loops. And all 6 loops are good. Plus the cargo. That's good to go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and shut those off. And then let's get Cliff on board. Let's give him a call. And we'll check his work. We always got to check Cliff's work. You never know with him. Let's see what he says here. Let's start setting up. All right, I didn't hear him say Roger at all, but I guess that's good. I hear a whole bunch of... I don't know why that's doing that. It just keeps throwing. There we go. All right, he's going. I can hear throwing switches already, so that's good. All right, while he's doing that, we're going to jump right into the FMC here. Hopefully you can see it. All right, let's go ahead and check this out. We're going to do the MD-83 JT8D 219 engines. We're October 31 to November 28. And we are the correct program. We're going to go position initialization. And then we're going to throw our airport in there. Kilo HPN, Papa November. Right there. The gate, we're in gate 58. It doesn't matter. It's not a gate. Pops, what's going on? The Rangers looks so good not. Yeah, the Rangers really screwed up playing Buffalo. That was an absolute atrocious game. So let's hope they come back. But yeah, their defense is pretty much non-existent. I didn't see any defense with that last game. It was actually terrible. That's okay. We'll give them a break. It's one game. Let's see how they come back. But yeah, I'm with you. They got to do... They definitely need to step it up, or they need to make some trades here. DTW. You're not going to win all of them, but last night they just didn't even show up. I mean, that's the thing. All right, we're going to do co-route. We're going to just jump it right into there. Now, I've got this saved into the system, so that's why I was able to do that. You plan it on SimBrief, and everybody used the SimBrief. Have everybody use the SimBrief overlay. And something really cool is going to get released. It's one of my favorite things going to be released very shortly. Very, very shortly. I'm not going to say anything else, but it's awesome. I am looking forward to showing it to you guys. I'm looking forward to you guys having it, too. I did invite the Southwest folks to come on. I don't know if they're going to come on, but they want to do a charter. They could fly with us, and you can, too. Hey, no time, no see. Penn, how are you, buddy? Hopefully you're doing well. Sean is on board. By the way, Sean is from Michigan, and he said, hey, I want you to check out this Michigan scenery. So what we did was he installed Detroit City. So when we land, we're actually going to take a taxi or a drone to the stadium. We're going to go check out the, I think it's Little Caesar Stadium. We're going to check that out, and that should be fun to see. So stay on board. Have a good flight. Going to bed 4 a.m. Wake up. Oh, non-rev flight to Detroit. There we go. We'll see you there. That's exactly right. That's pretty cool. All right, check this out. We've got catering on the aircraft right now. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. There's our catering coming in. They're just done right now. So once the catering's in, I'm going to have to look at the fuel load here, and then we'll get the fuel load looking like 5850. I got it right now. All right, hold on here. Here we go. Let's get the fuel load. I got to write the fuel tickets and all that good stuff. Right there. Here we go with the fuel. By the way, folks, if you're looking for a virtual airline and you would like to be challenged, and you do have experience in the 737 or the CRJ, why don't you come on board? We'd love to have you, as long as you got the time. All right, 1150 on that. I'm just writing the fuel numbers in because I'm going to be calling the fuel truck here. Let's get us fueled up. Catering's on the aircraft. Too small. I get it. Let's see if it comes up again here. Request refueling. Thank you. But before I do that, I need to go to weight and balance. We got to pull in our import from Simbrief. We're going to be doing HPN to Detroit. And we're going to be changing some of this cargo around a little bit. We're going to be doing 10,300 pounds up front. Wow, it's 13,000. 10,300 here. Hold on. 10,300. I just had to do this really. I am not working today. All right, so 10,300. And then we're doing 2940 in the back or so. And that should give us 1093, and it does. And Chris, by the way, have a great day at work, my friend. Hopefully the weather goes well and you have a smooth day. Engineer is a job. I made a big change on my layout for Christmas time. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pops, I saw one of those videos. It's awesome. Penn says, my birthday on Monday. Well, happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Penn. Hopefully you have a good one. Where are you? You're in Detroit now? No, you're in, I want to say you're in DTW, right? Are you still down there? Fuel truck's on the aircraft. And we are getting fuel. You can see the fuel coming up on the fuel tanks. Let's drop down in here and let's finish this up. We're going runway 34 out of here just because it is brutal outside today. It's pretty, we're going to go to the HPN-A. We're going to go 34 first and then HPN on the SID. We'll go execute. There we go. And then we'll execute that. We're going to go to the arrivals and index. We're going to go right over back to the arrival page and let's take a look at this. By the way, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button if you're watching this. We try to do things the right way. Sean is on the back and he works out all the logistics, where we're parking, and it's really to the real world flights. So what you're seeing today is you know, what would really occur. So it's pretty cool. A lot of research goes into this. All right, we're doing where are we going in? Feral 2. Looks like the Feral 2 runway Jackie transition, and looks like the runway we're going to be, let's just see what we got for weather here. Airports, Detroit, weather right now. We are landing. We are arriving 3 right and 4 left. Let's see what we've got. We're kind of on the almost on the east side of the airport, so we want to land closest 3 right would be perfect. If we can get 3 right, that's what I'm going to request. So ILS 3 right. I'm just going to plug it in for now. It might change, but right now I want that airport. I want that request here. If we can get that, I will request it because it puts us pretty darn close. Now we're coming in from the north, so the weather's beautiful there. So we might want to do a RMP if we can get it. We'll see. I'd like to do the RMP approach. It's just going to help us decrease the flight time. Braxton, we could probably do the RMP X-ray. Anyway, that's what it's going to be right around there. Let me just erase that really quick because I'm going to do the RMP for now, and it might change, depends. So you can see I'm just skipping it. We're going to do the RMP approach X-ray. So the RMP 3 right X-ray, this is 3 right, and we want to make sure. And then we're probably going to go to Braxton, and I'm going to give you all of the T here in just a minute. All right, all that's good to go. We're going to go to the pref page. There's Cliff doing his numbers. You can hear him. All right, our fuel, 18.6 on the gas. So with the MD-80, you got to go slant alpha, which is auto, or M for manual. And our zero fuel weight, 109.3. We'll drop that in here. And we'll show you the paperwork here in reserves, 6,035. We're doing a cruise. I'm going to cruise out of here at 30,000 feet on the there. Cruise wind is 299.905. 299/905. Plug that in there, and then we're going to do ISA deviation is -2. That's not the deviation, that's the actual top of climb. So 42, you can drop right here. There we go. Click takeoff, And we're going to hold on that because we're going to go over to the EFB now, and we're going to do our numbers. So, get to your comments. Penn says, yeah, I'm at Dallas Fort Worth. I thought you were, dude. Sean says, cool, that deserves a smiley face and a like. Yes. That's good. Yeah, happy birthday, buddy. All right, welcome aboard. If you're just joining us, you can't see, man. See, I got to fix this goofy screen here. I got to remember to turn it for you. All right, so all this is good to go. I like what we got. We've got, you know, fuel on board's 18.5. That's fine. We're looking at the takeoff gross weight. You can see the takeoff CG, and that's I'm interested. Trim's at 14. So we're going to write that 14 down, and we're going to go right into our performance. And let's do that right now. So we're going to click this. We're going to go to the performance. Let's go ahead and plug in some data here. And I'm going to do this twice. HPN and Stry winds are pretty darn heavy. 330 at 22. Outside air temperature is coming in at, 14 degrees. Not too bad. Runway is going to be 34. Flaps, we're going to drive to 11. That's our standard takeoff flap for this aircraft now. And we're looking at 293. Now, we might have to go, you know, a little higher on that flap. We'll see. Anti-ice is off. Packs are on. Takeoff weight's coming in. I've got a takeoff weight right now written. 127.1. 127.1. I'll execute with the calculate button. That's what it's giving us. Flap 11, 42 on the cell temp, and we will see. Cell temp 42 degrees, not too bad. Runway 34, we'll throw that in there. I've got 131, 135, 135, and 144 with our speeds are coming up here. Our V-flap speed, so we can start retracting the flaps at 149. We could pull the slats in at 187, and our maneuvering clean is at 231. So, you know, we're going to make sure we're past 187 for the flap in. I usually pull the last slat in about 231-ish, right around there. I'll pull the slats in. All right, that's what we'll do. I'm going to force this to take off. That's done on that side. And how are we doing with the fuel? We've got the fuel on the aircraft. Let's go ahead and right on back to our EFB, and we're going to start boarding our team right now. We're going to go ahead and click Aircraft Services. We're going to go to GSX. All right, here we go. Request boarding. Let's go ahead and start boarding the packs. GSX is going to start doing that. We're going to come in and cage. We're going to do our flows now. So this is done except for one thing. I'm going to do this on my iPad, and I'm going to show you folks what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it on this one. All right, so I plugged all the data here. I've got populate from last flight, please. Nope, that is not the right one. So I'm going to just use this one. Let's see if this works for you. Just give me a second. Let's see if I can get this in here. Now, normally I do this on my other iPad, but for this particular case, I'm going to show you folks what I'm going to do here. And then we'll do our paperwork. I'll run a brief, and then we're getting the heck out of here, okay? That's what we're doing. Okay. I'm signing in, so stand by one. Okay, that song is stuck in my head now. By the way, thanks to VRF Simmer for creating a custom Coastal Airways song. It's pretty cool. I loved it. I was like, man, this is the bee's knees here. All right, so I'm going to click this, and I want to show you what I'm doing on screen. Let's see if it's going to work. I hope it's going to work for you. Bump, 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 bump. All right. Okay, I think we got it. There we go. All right, so you should be able to see this. This is kind of why I wanted to do this, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so we are in an MD-83. We're at skipjack. We have a Tora 4151, length, pounds, weight, 127, flap, and we're going to drive to 11. Full flex, auto on the bleeds, anti-ice is off. Bleed setting auto, winds 320 at 22, 14 on the temperature, 293, 8 is dry. Enable assume, we are going to disable improved, click that. Now it says maximum runway weight exceeded, 120,800 pounds. So a couple of things that we could do here is the flap setting. So I could take the flap setting off and go, all right, what about 15? So it says it's exceeding 120,000. That is not even close to accurate. Let's see here. Full flex. Bleeds. Alright. Huh. Let's disable. Okay, I can't drive runway 29. Duh. Alright. Why did it shove me on 2.9? I have no idea. All right, well, flap 11. Let's see. Something was really off. I was like, something's wrong here. All right, auto on the bleed, off on the anti-ice. Wind is good. Conditions dry. We're going to flex it. Disabled. Now we've got a good... I like to go to the raw output so I can see what's going on. So we can see what's up here. We've got flaps 11, flex temp 43, and we said... I don't know what we said on our paperwork. What was it? 42. So that's pretty darn close, guys. You can't beat that. Then we've got flap 11. Bleeds on auto. Anti-ice is off. Flex 43. I got 33, 36, 43. So remember that. 33, 36, 43. 33. I'm going to keep that. 36 and 43. That's dead accurate. That's pretty darn close. That's pretty close. I like these numbers. And look at our margin. We're looking at 262 feet right there. So if we had to reject, we would have, when we stopped the aircraft, we would have 262 feet, considering we stopped at V1. So we pulled the thrust reversers out at V1. That's when we would stop. Okay, so not a lot of margin on this airport. It's very tight, obviously. We've been flying here for a lot, and that is final on that. Gonna try to see if I can pull up my paperwork here. So I'm gonna do the paperwork with you. I don't know where our passengers are. Where in the world? HPN to Detroit. Okay, let me see where the passengers are really quick, and we'll figure out what's going on. All right, we're boarding right there, so we're getting the boarding going. And there's people coming on the aircraft. So all that's good to go. We're almost done then. Yeah, good. We'll get the APU running and we'll jet out of here. Dewan, what's going on? What's up, guys? What's going on? Cody, how you doing, buddy? He says, good evening, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Good to see the MD-80 back at work. Yeah. No joke. Probably, folks, I'm probably going to fly on Monday. We'll do a stream. I don't know what I'm doing, so in terms of streaming, but I do want to stream on Monday. So I have the day off. You tell me what we do. Do we do a full day? All right, let's do our paperwork. I'll get into the weird thing is I didn't see my man or hear him say anything, so I'm gonna see what the heck. Oh, that's why. Speakers. Headset.
Audio test complete.
Okay, did everybody hear that audio test?
Audio test complete.
Make sure you heard that. Just want to make sure you heard that. That's all. So give me a thumbs up if you heard that. All right, top of climb 30,000 feet. That's good. That's done. Our fuel, we're looking at en route burn. FAR reserve, we got minimum there at 16, minimum planned, maximum planned, we're looking at 7.6. Zero fuel weight, 1093, takeoff weight 127, one landing weight is there. I'll put my John Hancock on there, and we're just going to do this pretty quick flight. So there's a couple things I'm going to do. 299, 397. I'm looking for a 10, either 10 degree fluctuation or 10 knot fluctuation. And we're going to kick it off from this number here at 95. Everything looks good. 316. 300. All right, so this is our first one, and we're on the Feral 2 already, so I don't even have to worry about it. I think the winds are fine, is what I'm saying. So don't worry about the winds. We're good there. Let's go ahead and quick look at our NOTAMs. Just really quick. Gonna dive through them. Good, 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 good. I'm just looking for any ILS runway 21, DME, 3 rights unusable. All right, so there you go. Nav ILS runway 3 right unusable. That's not unusable, is it? Good, good. What is US? Unsurfaceable? Got one there too. Let me just verify. Pappies. Just kind of going through this pretty quick, just making sure there's no major things that's going to affect the safety of our flight. HPN is fine as well. And I'm just going to do one more thing with that. I'm going to come over here, look at the airports. I'm going to go to airports. This is on my our Navigraph app. And I'm going to look at Detroit, and we're going to pull NOTAMs just to kind of be sure. We got some future stuff going on. Effective the 13th in 4 days. I'm not concerned with that. That's talking about the ILS. Cat 2 is not used, not applicable. ALS is unusable. Again, in the future, the 13th, they're probably going to do runway work there. Today we've got ATIS. The CPDLC, I read that already. ILS runway 21 left DME, not in service. We have ILS 3 right, not in service. And that's effective November 9th. Expires 0500 Zulu. Expires in 2 hours and 59 minutes. So probably doing some work on that right now. This is a good time to do it. Okay, folks, are we done? Are we ready to go? I think you all are ready to go. All right, let's take our fuel readings. They've got 9250. If I can get it done. 9250. We're going to get rocking and rolling. We'll do our checklist. 9250. I sent Cliff outside to do a inspection, so he'll do the inspection, not us. The walk around is what I'm talking about. All right, oil temp. Oil temp, 19. Look at how high that oil is on one side. It's 19. The other side is 8. Oil quantity, 13. That's pretty darn low. I thought we serviced this aircraft while I was here. Hydraulics, 15/15. Okay. One last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my V-speeds into the FMC. And we're going to rock and roll here. 131. I've got 135. 144 dropped. All set, ready to go. Legs page is up. We got vectors Gale. So we're doing the HPN-8. Westchester 8. Departure is New York online. They are not. Okay, so it's us. We're blasting out of here. Boston's online, but we're not going to interface with them at all. Let's go ahead and do a briefing, and then I'll do the flows, and we'll get going, all right? So stand by. Hopefully you can see the, yep, there you go. All right, let's go into our charts. I got to sign in. I don't want to do that. Okay, I got to link my browser, and I'm going to do that through this. Oh. No, I'm just going to open the link. I'll just do it that way. It's going to be easier. That is not the right one. Right there. Sign in. Approved. Allow. I know why, is I had to clear my cookies and everything. I was doing some testing yesterday, so I had to clear it all out. All right, let's see if you can see the EFB. Could everybody see the EFB now? Should work. Good. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Get in the comments. Christopher, what's going on, Christopher? 5x5. Yes, full day on Monday. Yes, it is. Okay, good stuff. All right, let's do this. We're going to go to HPN, and we're going to do the taxi here. We're going to lock that in. And this is our briefing. I'm going to give you a briefing right here. We are parked here at gate 58, stand 58. We're right around here. Let's get a push. We're going to go tail to the left, nose to the right. We're going to actually start 2 engines today. We're going to go into taxi through. We'll cross 29er. We'll give them a heads up. And then we'll go 3-4. We're out of here. We're going to be on Unicom. Unicom frequency is going to be 118.575. Or Unicom 122.95. So when you're stuck, what you could do on vPilot is you can just go into the chat and click period CTAF and then kilo HPN and enter. Oh, well. Unknown command. Are you serious? Dot CTAF CTAF kilo HPN and what? Maybe it's the space. There we go. It's a space in between. It's 118.570. 57. See, now that's wrong. So what they're saying 570. It's 5. Yeah, that's it. 575. So that's our frequency. We'll use the tower frequency. All right, once we depart, let's look at our SID. We're going to do the Westchester 8 departure out of here. And the Westchester 8 looks like so. We're going to go normal stuff. We're going to be taking out and blasting off. So we're going to go 343 to 1,000, roll the aircraft 295 degrees, and we are going to go, and our first waypoint is Gale. So we'll hit Gale. I'm going to go up and over today on our route. And this is kind of a route of flight. You know, I don't think it's going to transfer into here. Wish they did that, but they haven't done it. But anyway, we're going to be going into kind of going up and over White Plains here, and then we're going to go up across and then all the way to Lake Ontario almost. I mean Lake Erie, and then we're going to go right and hug the Lake Erie, and we're going to drop right into Detroit. All right, so that's kind of the route. There is some weather to the north of us, right into upper New York here, but it's lower clouds. We shouldn't have a problem. Okay. Any questions on that? Are we good? Are you folks good? Okay, what I'm going to do is go to our performance here, and I'm just going to leave that up. And we were going to start the APU. I'll do the APU right now. APU is coming on 1002, 1003, 1004. And now let's go ahead and check. We're going to double check Cliff. This is our captain flows here, and we'll check it all. How's that? So this is our KDAX normal. That's normal coming down. All good here. I'm going to go through VAT volts, and then over to the APU. That's good. That's good. Galley's on. Coming down here. Those are good. Pumps off. That's off. Those are capped. I hear it coming on now. Emer lights are armed. Seatbelts are coming on. That will stay off for now. Cliff will turn them on when we go. We'll get the fuel pumps on as well, as we see the RPM coming up on our APU. And right on back to the EFIS side. That looks good. That looks good. Call that. We already did the test here. We'll get these going in the back. We're going to be landing here at a landing altitude of 645 feet. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. 645. 645 with an altimeter setting right now at the airport. I like to put the altimeter setting now. It's one less thing I have to do when we get there. We might have to adjust it. 3028. Nice high pressure there. 3028 right there. He already checked that. We're going to go ahead and check it anyway. That looks good. All right, we're going to go ahead and deny the door. The door is coming locked. And all of this is good. He tested all this, so we don't have to retest it. Okay. Overhead's good. Let's go to the here. We'll check this, which is our oxygen. And that looks good. I'll clear this master caution and let's go into our panel. Let's throw some lights on so we can see what we're doing. We're going to be plugging in a airspeed of approximately 144. So I'm just going to go 144 on the airspeed, and we're going to do a heading right there. Heading's coming in at, what was it, 343? It's 343, and then we're going to be turning outbound. I'm looking at my charts here really quick. Let me see what we got for the SID. Westchester 8 says 295 on the heading. All right, we got 295 coming up, and we're going to be only doing a 3,000 feet. They keep you pretty darn low here, but we'll kind of blast off from there. We're not going to stay that low. We'll set it for 3,000 now. Make sure that's armed. Coming across here, well, that looks good. Flip this down. That's coming on. Takeoff flex coming in, and we're flexing down to 42 degrees. So I'm going to flex this down. Basically, if you're a 737 folk, this right here basically derates the engine. It's basically a flex temperature. It's the same thing as your bus or your, you know, in the 737. Let's go and pull up the card. Just looking at that. Okay, that looks good. Over here, I'm going to throw takeoff on. So look at the this is the flight guidance control panel. I'm going to click takeoff. That's basically toga, and I'm just making sure I've got toga there. Flip that. That looks good. Coming down here, and we're going to throw in our squawk code. Squawking 6616, so let's go ahead and do that. 6616 right there, and that's our squawk. And lastly, we got a frequency to plug in here at 118.50. It says 575 on my chart, but this thing, this says, I think this is 5.7.
Welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place
That's
your
it right
smaller
there.
items under the seat in
Flip
front of
it.
you to provide more room
Okay,
for larger
on,
items in our
takeoff,
overhead
armed.
compartment. If you need assistance, contact a flight
Well,
attendant.
last thing I'm going to do.
If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding
14
door. We will
even
check it
today.
for you. Also, review
Flaps
the
coming at
safety
11.
instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an
All right, let's
exit,
mess with the
please
trim.
follow
Make sure the
exit
trim's good.
criteria.
That is on. And lastly, we're going to throw our flap in here, flap 11. This is dial a flap, really cool with the MD-80. You can basically fly at any flap setting, really can squeeze out the performance on the aircraft. That's it, folks. Let's go ahead and run our checklist, and let me know if you can hear Cliff coming in. All right, Cliff, let's do this thing. Let's hopefully it works. Pre-start check below the line.
Covers and pins.
Removed.
Aircraft log and documents.
Checked on board. Checked on board.
Altimeters.
Checked.
Fuel, oil, hydraulic quantities.
Checked.
Zero fuel weight.
Set.
TRP.
TRP. 42 takeoff flex.
Stabilizer.
Set. Decimal 65 set.
Flaps takeoff selector.
Stowed.
Speed bugs.
Set.
Pre-start check below the line completed.
Thank you. All right, folks. What we got, Cliff is done. We're ready to go. Let's go ahead and plug overhead, and we're going to go ahead and look at what we need to do here. Let's get the APU on the bus. So we're going to throw the APU on the bus right now. 1, 2, and that is coming off. We're going to go throw the APU air on right here. That's going to give us air. All right, you can see the duct pressure coming in. I'm going to throw one pack on, get some heating in the back. The cabin right now, it's a little chilly. It's about 15 degrees Celsius. Oh, nice. It's good for me. I like that kind of weather, but I don't think the team does. All right, let's go ahead and click that. We're good to go one more time. All right, let's just go ahead and drop this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, folks, we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and call for GSX. We're going to give them a call and say, we want to push. So we're going to go to services here. I'm going to close this back door here really quick. So in order to close that door, you got to throw the aux pump on, and that door is going to come closed, and the aux pump is on. And that's the hydraulic pumps, by the way. If you're wondering what the heck that thing does, we'll close that aft door. There we go. Call GSX again. Let's get a push going. Request push. All right, looking good. Doors are closed. We're ready to go. You folks ready? Not too bad. 45 minutes. It usually takes about 45 minutes to start this thing. It's a little bit quicker. Do you want to start the engines before push? I do not. All right, let's go ahead and get Cliff going. All right, Cliff Rooney, let's do this, man. Before start, check.
Parking brakes.
Set.
Doors.
Closed.
Startup and pushback clearance.
Approved.
Before start check completed, ready for engine start.
Thank you, sir. Brake pressure's looking good as well. Let's do this thing. All right. Yeah, go ahead and plug me. Go put the plugs in here. Nope. The heck did I just do? I don't know what I did. Is the airplane doing something dumb? Continue pushback. No. There we go. All right, we want nose. We said nose right. That's right. Anytime you're ready, let's do this thing. I'm waiting on these guys. What's he doing? I might have to clear him. I think that change direction really screwed him up. No, it didn't. Am I throwing the brake off? Brakes release. Let's go. Push me back. Let's go, dude. Ah, there we go. Ha! We're rolling now. Ooh, ho, ho. All right, y'all, we're good to go. Time is 18:44, so we're looking at. I'm gonna go ahead and reset this really quick. I'm gonna go throw this to run. Time. Got to write the times down when we pushed. Little on the late side, not late, really, right? All right, Cliff, we're going to go ahead and start number 1 first. So we're going to start our side. You ready? Here we go. Start left engine.
Starting left engine. Left start valve open. N2, oil pressure.
comes. And let's hit the brakes here.
N1.
Okay, once this gets to 22%, we'll kick the fuel in.
Fuel on.
All right, here we go. Fuel's coming on right now. I'm looking for the light. There's the light.
Fuel flow.
EGT's coming up.
EGT. Left start valve closed.
Oh, I love the sound of those engines. You know what that sound means? That means hockey. Got a good light there.
Stabilized.
All right, he's gonna pull the bar out of there. Well, there's no tow bar on this one, but I'd say we're gonna start both. Yeah, look at that windsock coming in, man. Man. Let's go ahead and start the right. I just want to get both of them lit. All right, start right engine.
Starting right engine. Right start
All
valve
right,
open.
I see the plug,
N2,
the
oil
pin.
pressure.
Give him a salute. Done. Once we hit 22, here comes the gas.
Fuel on.
Fuel's coming on. There's a light. EGT.
Fuel flow. EGT. Right start valve closed.
Okay, buddy, we got 2 good starts. Let's go ahead on the overhead here and check this out. We're going to go ahead and check our electric. See, bat volts, amps, good.
Stabilizing. Stabilized.
APU's coming off. Master's coming off. Galley powered on. He throws those switches. That's on. Those are on.
Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for
We'll go ahead and cut these.
There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this aircraft.
Flaps.
Regulations require compliance
Flaps coming
with
11.
information as well as all crew instructions, lighted information signs, and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To
All right.
release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times.
Okay, let's
while
check it.
needed. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation.
Looking good. All right, 2 good starts. Let's do a checklist here.
Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be the
Okay, after engine start.
In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle.
After
The cabin
engine
is
start.
pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen mask will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until a mask
After
coordinates
engine
starts
start,
to
check.
flow of oxygen.
Ignition.
Oxygen will be
Off.
flowing to the mask
Electrical
and will
loads.
remain not in
Checked.
place. Cover
Air
your nose
conditioning
and mouth with
supply.
the mask.
Auto.
Place the elastic
Galley
mask
power.
around your head and
On.
tighten by pulling on the
Ice
mask.
protection panel.
Secure your own
Off.
mask before assisting
Pneumatic
others.
crossfeed valve levers.
Closed.
Your seat bottom cushion
Flight
may be
controls.
used as a flotation device.
Flight
Pull up the
controls
remote
check
cushion.
completed.
Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms
Flight
around the
controls
cushion and
check
hold on to the
completed.
straps located on the
Hydraulic
back.
pumps and
This is a
pressure.
non-smoking flight.
Checked
Smoking
on.
is not permitted in the cabin or lavatory.
Checked
Cabin
on
lights
high.
will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are
Checked.
located above your seat.
Annunciator
Thank you for your
panel.
attention.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Removed.
All clear signal.
Received.
Flaps, slats.
Set.
After start check completed.
Thank you. We are cleared on the left.
We are clear on the right.
Taxi check.
Fuel heat.
Off.
Flaps and slats.
11 degrees takeoff.
Beeper bugs and TRP.
Set and checked. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
No changes.
Takeoff briefing.
Performed.
ATC flight guidance systems and nav aids.
Set and checked.
FMS.
Pre-flight completed. Pre-flight completed.
APU air and master switch.
Both off.
Brake temperature and pressure.
checked.
Taxi check completed.
Thank you. On it. Here we go. Brakes off. Let's go. You're not going to need a lot of breakaway thrust on this because the airplane is pretty light. We're just going to bump it a little bit. Oops. Westchester traffic, Riptide 5800 taxi to runway 34 Westchester. Yeah, listen to those engines. Love it. You guys gotta love this airplane. Alright, we gotta take a picture. We keep forgetting to take pictures all the time. You know? Let's get on the center line. What do you say? Alright, you guys. I might change the wing views. I'm thinking about changing the wing view here. Maybe we change this one to more forward because we have this one to the back. Do you guys want to change this wing view or you want to see the engine? I don't know. You tell me. All right, let's close the window. All right, members in the chat right now, look at that windsock. Look at that windsock. Just blowing hard. Members in the chat. Here we go. Shoots on. Cliff is with us, so we're going to need these. So in the chat right now, throw shoots. You want to do an MD-80 smile? You can. We're going here. Anybody coming in on 29? No. Westchester traffic. Riptide 5800 crossing runway 29 Westchester.
Approaching runways.
Ooh. Now, did you hear that? So at Coastal, we're actually piloting VRAS, which is a runway alerting avoidance system, and I'm piloting it to see if we're going to make that a standard fleet. If we get it all to into the fleet, which we might do, we might make it a you know, we have to retrofit the entire fleet, so it might take a few months, but we're looking at the cost effectiveness of the RAS system, with the VRAS system. So we're going to have a good go at that, and we're going to test it out. We'll see how it works. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to tap the brakes. Whoa. Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. Lineup flow. Excuse me. Lineup check.
Cabin.
Secured. Secured.
Windows.
Left side closed.
Right side closed. Annunciator panel.
Checked.
Ignition.
On Bravo. On Bravo. Set to Bravo.
Air conditioning supply.
Auto.
Transponder set to TARA. Takeoff clearance.
Received.
Lineup check completed.
Thank you. Ready? All right, folks, ready to go? Let's do this thing. Everybody's got MD-80, MD-80, parachutes. Let's do this thing. All right, let's go. Lights on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights are on there. All right. So let me do a briefing here. When we take off, we're doing the Westchester 8. Heading is going to be 343. Altitude to 1,000 feet. 295 after that. We'll climb to 3,000 feet. Normal takeoff departure is going to be climb. We will put the nose about 15 degrees nose up. We'll go to then 20. If there's anything that happens before 80 knots will stop the aircraft. Anything above 80 knots, we will only stop with fire, failure, fear, shear. Throttles to idle, full on the reversers. I'll make sure the speed brake comes out, and we will taxi off this runway and find out what in the
On
heck
runway
happened.
34.
Okay, we got the VRAS systems kicking in. That's what you heard that on runway performance coming in. And one quick thing I'm going to do, throw the mode on. Stand by. Okay. Westchester traffic, Riptide, 5800. Departing runway 34, Westchester. All right, here we go, folks. 1.4 on the EPR. The first thing I'm going to do. And there's a lot of stiff wind coming in the left. So I'm going to come in with the ailerons. Just a little bit of left aileron. Okay, auto throttle's coming on. And here we go. Clamp. Takeoff thrust set. Alright, I'm going to release some of that back pressure. I'm going to take off a little bit of that.
V1.
We'll go.
Rotate.
There we go. Lots of right rudder in there. So the airplane comes in. Kick that rudder out. Here we go.
Positive rate.
All right, get it up to 20 degrees. When we hit 1,000 feet on heading select.
Gear up.
I can find it. All right, we're going to go heading select right now. There's 20 degrees. I can find my heading bug. There it is. All right, we're going to go 20 degrees now. Nose pitch over. Let's accelerate. We're going to go down to 15 degrees. On the... There's 2,000 feet. All right, here we go. Flap 0. There's 2,000. 2,300. We could keep on the climb if we wanted to, but I'm going to level off. I've got the thrust. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll show you nice and easy. There we go. Nice and trimmed. She's trimmed out really nice. We're climbing slightly. I will resume the climb here in just a minute. All right, so we're going to go ahead and climb up to 30,000. Arm that. Okay. And now we're up, so we're going to go slats. I'm going to start pitching up just a little bit. All right, we're going to go up to 10. I've got the speed. The speed bug's coming up. And we're going to go to our first waypoint, which is called... Once I get this nose where I want it, there we go. I'm going to bring it up. All right, here we go. I'm going to go vertical speed now, and I'm going to do about 1,700 feet a minute. I'm going to go ahead and throw the autopilot on, and I'm going to make sure vertical speed is on. Okay, you can see it's going to hold heading. So we've got heading and vertical speed. Thrust is looking good, and I'm going to push the thrust levers up now to get some climb thrust going. All right, and I'm going to set climb thrust. I'm doing his flows. And now what I'm going to do is come down here. We're going to go to Gale, I'm sorry, and then I'm going to turn the aircraft over to that. All right, nice and easy on the speed. Here we go. We want to intercept that. Altitude is set. I'm going to go ahead and pitch up a little bit, maybe about 2,100. Now, once I get on target here, all right, there comes through 5,000. I'm going to go ahead and select VNAV. And now it has changed to vertical speed. It's still at vertical speed. That's because my dang EPR setting. There we go, hold on. And then nav engaged. Okay, I got the aircraft. Speed's coming up. There we go. What do we got here? Heading select. We're still on vertical speed. So now we got EPR climb. We're still on vertical speed. Hold on just a minute. Okay, hold on, folks. Let me do a climb check here with this guy. Climb check.
stabilizer motion.
Climb check. Did not do it? Okay, we're hooking up nav track. We're still on vert speed. Philly to RSW. Okay, hold on. I gotta pull the power back. That's why. I'm gonna go ahead and just reset the auto thrust. Let's see if we can't get it out of vertical. We're still in vertical speed mode. So I've got the thrust setting. And I'm wondering why in the world. So it's going to hold, it should hold Mach. See, I've opened up the speed and it says vertical speed and the flashing now. We're through 10,000 feet. It's flashing vert speed because we're on a, you can see this, it's coming down here. Nope. Okay. One thing I'm going to do. I see it's still holding speed, altitude. It's going to try to capture that speed, but I want to increase it. So let's see what happens with the pitch. I'm trying something new here, a new mode, if you will. Come on, dude, climb. Give me a climb check. What's he doing? Wake him up. All right, so nav track is on. Let me just check one thing. That's why. All right, folks, just give me a second. The one thing I had to do, this should kick in. Yeah. Okay, now we're on VNAV climb. What happened was the FMC, I don't think I ever entered our altitude. So the flight management computer was trying to find out what the heck I'm doing. So it wouldn't engage into VNAV climb because it didn't know what altitude we need to climb at. So we'll look on the, if we look on the FMA right now, and this is not an FMA, this is a digital flight guidance computer. If you look, we've got VNAV climb, nav track, altitudes on armed, and FMS EPR now. So we're going to push the EPR up. We're going to hold that climb. And I just needed a second to look down and go, what the heck? And once I did that, it was fine. Good to go. All right. So Cliff did his climb. I'm going to do my climb check with him just to make sure we're good. I want to make sure that, you know, we got everything. So I'm just going to come up on the overhead here, just check everything up. He is on engine sync. We have got the cabin climbing right now, slightly, but it is climbing, and the seatbelt lights. So we're going to go. Let's see if we can't get Cliff to work for us. Huh, weird. All right, I'll get to your comments now through 16,000. We are going to be hitting some turbulence, like I said. It's going to be a little bit bumpy throughout this this climb. We had that cold front kind of pass through, so let's take a look at our weather. There we are. All right, that was a fun little departure. Not too shabby. And we're looking at flight level 300. So soon we will be getting the weather here. There's 18,000. We're going to go 29092. I'm going to tell him transition. Transition now.
Set.
Good. He's awake. I had to wake him up. He's fell asleep. I'm like, what are you doing? So at 20,000 feet, he should do his checks. And we're going to be looking at for targets. That's kind of what we're doing now. Looks good here. We'll back it over there. And then we're going to set 122.8. And then 121.5 we're listening to on nav 2. This should be off. That is okay. Now we're getting bumped around pretty good. Yeah, and that's the thing I found. What Jeffrey says, 1,800 feet a minute for vertical speed. I find that climbing with your vertical speed on this aircraft gives you better control, right? Until you get 6,000-7,000 where you can kick it on VNAV and then you stabilize. I had sometimes where it was you hit VNAV and I think it was a model issue where it would just plummet to the ground. So that's why I usually go vertical speed mode on the climb until, I don't know, 6,000-7,000 feet, and then I usually kick it on to your VNAV climb after that. But that was my fault. I didn't, for some dumb reason, I looked at the climb and it was like, there's no setting for that. It didn't know what the heck altitude we wanted. So right now, I don't show any turbulence forecasted, but we are getting in the bumps here. So we might have to turn it down here to about 280 knots. It looks like we're doing that right now over the ground here. Well, not over the ground, but 280 knots indicated. And that's going to give us our turbulent penetration speed with this airplane. So we'll see how that goes. I like this view. It kind of sits pretty high. Let's go outside. There we go. We'll see we're getting thrashed around a little bit. On our way. Headed westbound. Now, we will get out of New York when we hit Binghamton, New York. We'll go ahead and get ready to get on Cleveland Center if they're still up. Cleveland Center is offline, so forget it. Forget I even said it. All right, one of the things, you can see this flashing EGT. That means we're hitting the EGT limit for the engine and the motor. What I would like to do, all I like to do is just pull this to manual and knock it down 1. And watch this. See how it comes down? And it stops the flashings. You're getting right on that limit. And you could do the same thing with the number 2 here. And we'll just knock it down 1. And then this way it'll match it up. All right, and we're not running the risk of having a flame out or something like that, or you're hitting your limitation on that engine. And what we will do is after we get to cruise, we'll go ahead and push them back in. We'll go manual. It is bumpy, folks. It's a little bit rough up here. So, what do we got? We're looking at Detroit. Estimated time of arrival is 1 hour and 2027. 1 hour and 27 minutes from now is when we'll be on the ground here in Detroit. As we climb to Binghamton, 112.2 on the frequency. I'll go ahead and throw that there just so it gives us a situational awareness of what we're doing. It should, if Binghamton is a, let's see what kind of VOR it is. It is a low altitude. We're not going to grab that one. Let's see if we can grab another one up here. We got Hancock, which is a high altitude. So let's tune that 116.8, and we'll do that on their side here, 112.8. There we go, 112.8. We've tuned it in, and we should be able to pick that up here where it's stomp. Excuse me, 116.8. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. 1168. All right, let's check that out. This should tune in. Yeah, we're about 40 nautical miles away, and it's off of the, it's off to the right side of the airplane. Let's see if I can't get you folks a good, to see that. This is going to see, you can see it right here, stomp, and we just tuned in that frequency right there at 116.8. Okay, and that's what we got. So we're going to be flying kind of across here, right through Stomp, and then we're going to go up to Buffy. We're going to keep going. We got Binghamton right there, and then we'll kind of keep going up, and then right from Binghamton, we're going to go pretty much directly across west to a place called a waypoint called Trad. Traad. The heck is that? And Alpine. It's just North Alpine. It's high, right? Yeah, right there. There's Trad's over here somewhere. Anyway, so we'll be crossing that NDB. And that'd be a good practice, is to look at some NDB stuff. Gosh, we're doing 0.73, so at cruise altitude, we should be 0.75. Let's see what our paperwork says. Just to make sure that we should be at the correct speed. Seems a little low. 0.73 they want us to go. Wow, we're keeping it at 0.75. How's that? Although that burn might kill us a little bit more. We'll just leave it alone. All right, 29 for 30, 1,000 to go. We're doing 0.74. We're in the bumps, folks. There's, throughout here we've been bumping around. So, in this particular issue is, we're getting hammered here with turbulence. Engine sync N1 or N2? Yeah, well, we got N2 right now on the engine sync. I'll throw up to N1 here, and then we're going to go ahead and push this in to manual now. You can see, or auto, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it to cruise. It's going to bring our power back, and I'm going to keep that seatbelt on just because we are getting bumped around pretty good up here. And basically, we'll just monitor the flight. We'll look at some waypoints. We'll get some fuel burn calculations, and then we will take a look at Detroit here shortly. Folks, I got to tell you, we shouldn't be hitting these bumps. At least it's not forecasted. So I don't know what's going on with the weather here. We've got radar, turbulence. I wonder if we can see any SIGMETs going on. It will be bumpy on our descent for sure into Detroit, but it shouldn't be right now. So one thing I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw this to normal when we're at cruise. All set. That's it. Once we get it set out, it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and dump this to two things. There's that trad I was talking about. And heading, coming straight up. Right there. Good stuff. Okay, I'm going to kick my seat back for a minute and relax. It looks like we're pretty stable in terms of the turbulence. It's subsided, kind of behind us maybe. Now, let's talk about wing views. Do you guys like this wing view, or do you want me to change it? Which wing view do I change? This one, I want to go a little more forward of the wing, if that makes sense. We can see the slats. So I could change both wing views. I could go more of... So what do you folks in the chat want to see? Do you want to see something like... this? Let's see if I can show you. More like that? Do you want to see a wing view like that? Or do you want to see where we were? And I could change that engine one too as well. So I want to know what you want to do on the wing views. I said it was bumpy. I didn't say it was bumpy. Well, it's bumpy. 30,000 feet. Let's see if we can go up higher. 30, 32. The problem is I don't see the forecast. I don't see it bumpy on my weather layers here. Let me try to look at the jet stream. Let's see what the heck's going on with the jet. Yeah, we're in it. That's why we're in the jet stream. It's gonna be bumpy everywhere here, folks. We're not in the nasty part. We're in the lighter areas, but You know, it's just probably at all altitudes. Let me see if I could look. You know how I'm going to try to hunt for good altitude. We don't have a lot of time either, so aviation weather center. Let's take a look at what we got here. Observations. Where's observations? Tools, observations. What do we got here, folks? Above New York right now, they're reporting turbulence. So I've got SIGMET areas. Where the heck was that? We got turbulence from basically the route of flight until we get to after Binghamton. It'll smooth out for us. But it looks like we got turbulence throughout the whole area. We got some storms coming in. 350, we got bumps. We have a aircraft reported light chop. 350, it's a E-170. Yeah, so, I mean, 350, we're at 30,000. It's just all altitudes are going to be crappy. Syracuse, it's bumpy. It's going to be bumpy pretty much the entire way until we get to, Lake Erie. And I want to see something really quick. Let's go ahead and... So what wing views do you like? Do you like this one or you want to do the other one? Nobody wants to know nothing. I got nothing in the chat, folks. So, I don't know. We can do... I'm just thinking about changing them. We can go from here to that forward view. Oh, yeah, we're getting hammered. And you like the engine or not? Do you like this view? Anyone? Bueller? All right, CFB coming up. We are getting the snot kicked out of us. It's just all we can do is slow the speed, which we have with turbulent penetration speed. We're below it. Weather's coming in. Layers. I'm going to take the jet stream off. Jet stream. And I'm going to put the turbulence in there. We're going to go SIGMET radar. Okay, and I've looked at 30,000. Yeah, we're in it, so I expect the turbulence until we get to past Binghamton City. It's still going to be bad. All right, Prague's coming up. Let's just check this. We're looking at 163 nautical miles top of descent. So, like I said, this is a pretty quick flight. There's not much going on in terms of it's pretty quick. We don't have a lot to relax. So let's go ahead and look at some weather into Detroit, and we'll go from there. We'll kind of calculate our descent and when we're going to descend and all that. Farrell 2 is Chicago Center is online, I think. Let's take a look at who does Detroit. Does Chicago? I don't think it does. I think that's Cleveland Center. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Cleveland Center? Oh, there is a line here. Cleveland Center does it. So Cleveland Center is offline. I don't see Detroit on at all. So it's going to be a uncontrolled arrival, which is fine. We're doing the Farrell 2, and I'll brief you folks what that looks like here in just a minute. We're going to Jackie Vlope. Looking at, let's just get the weather, folks. Weather. Where is the weather? All right, so Detroit is reporting right now. Weather in Detroit, 360 at 5 knots. Visibility is 10 miles. And the sky is a few clouds at 6,000. Temperature 9, dew point 3, altimeter coming in 3028. We've got 3 left, 4 right, arrival 3 right, 4 left. I'll take it. I'll take the 3 right. That's what I want. So Runway 3 right. Sean has given us Sierra 5, which is going to be the gate that we're going to pull into Detroit. Here we go. We're at basically going to head the westbound track now. We got about 96 knots in headwinds, so we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a quick check here at Trad, or we can check it right near our CFB. We're looking at fuel 14.1. So 14.1 on the gas. Now I'm going to go in my paperwork and I'm going to look at what my flight plan says at Trad. Trad says we should have 12.1. So folks, we are sitting pretty here over at CFB. 14.1, I've got 13.9 CFB. And it says 13.2, so we're good. We have about an hour and 9 minutes remaining before we are actually on the deck. All right, so weather is done. I already did the fuel burn. Fuel burn looks good. Got to keep the seatbelt on. Sorry. It's just one of those days. One of those days. Sean says both are neat. Well, thanks. That doesn't help me. I flew the MD-82 yesterday for Navigraph a little bit. We're going to be... I was testing a product, so... yeah. And I got that wing view, and I was like, this is a really cool wing view. We should do this. We're doing 373 over the ground right now, so we got that stiff headwind. Welcome to the winter. That means we are in the jet stream. These bumps do not help the comfort of flight. It's just one of those things, folks. We're just stuck. But let's go in and make sure I will show you what we're going to do here. Detroit coming up. So I'm going to click on Detroit here if I can. We'll pull that in there. You can't see it. Now you can. So we're going to go Detroit. We're going to do Star, and we're doing the Feral 2 right there. And I'm going to click that closed, and then I'll just kind of go like this and show you what we got. We've got radar required, RNAV, expect the DME, IRU, or GPS is required. Expect 21 left for use when landing south or west when landing north. Okay, file expect the winged RNAV Star. So we're going to go Jackie here. Then we got Jackie to Vlope, or Vlopey. And then, what's that, Sacha? I'm going to call it Sacha because I like it. All right, so we're going to do legs. Ooh. Wait a minute, homie. That is not right. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I want to show you what's going on here. We got a discontinuity, and obviously we got a big old problem here. So let's go to arrivals. We're doing the Jackie 2 arrival. Next page. Next page. No, the Feral 2 arrival. Jackie transition. Now, I don't want to do anything else. I just want to hit execute. So let's go to the legs page. We've got Trad to Jackie. I want to make sure we're trending right. We are. Trad to Jackie, Vlope, Sacha, Nuts. And I'm looking, I'm going to brief this with you. I just want to make sure I'm good on my side before we do anything. Nuts, then we got Winged It. And between 11,000 and 14,000, that is correct. We got Feral, 10 and 8, that is correct. We got G motor. And then I'm going to break off from that point. I'm going to go after that G motor deal. I'm going to drop down and I want to go to direct to Braxton. So after G motor, we're going to go to Braxton and I'm going to execute it. So what that is going to break us off at 7,000 at G motor. And then at 5,000 at Braxton. We're at 0.77 right now. We might have to slow this bad boy down. I mean, it's light turbulence. I call this light chop. Beautiful scenery out there. All right, so let's get back to what we were doing. So we've got... All right, we've got Nuts, Wingnet at 280, then Ferrell at 7. Then we got this G motor at 7,000 feet here. And from there, we're going to break out and we're going to go down to something called the RNAV. We're going to fly the RNAV into, we'll back it up to, by the way, we're going to do 3 right. So we're just going to do a straight cat 1 here. I'm just going to plug it in so we have some backup here. 111.5, and then our... And why I'm doing this, folks, is I'm trying to decrease some airtime so we don't have to fly the whole thing. Let's take a look here. ILS, where's the RNAV? Here's the RNAV. So we want RNAV 3. There's so many runways here. 3 right. 3 right X-ray, right there. So this is kind of what I'm trying to do. So we're going to hit this Braxton at 5,000, max 210. We're going to come here, flip it in, shoehorn us in, and then we'll take the landing runway. So that's our plan. Taxi right here, airport info coming up. We'll pull that, and I'll show you what we're doing. We are going to land normal. Whoa, folks. That was a wicked update. The players are in the back going, what in the heck? And I will tell them right now, hey folks, we're in some turbulence. There's nothing we can do. We'll be starting our descent shortly. If you want to lose like that, keep doing that. I'll keep you in turbulence. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right, so we'll land in the first third of the runway. So we'll land here, somewhere here, touchdown. Roll out. If I can roll out as long as I possibly can, I will. I'm going to probably go across here. So if we could take Whiskey 5, we'll go Whiskey 5, then Whiskey 6. We'll cross there at Sierra 6, and then Sierra 5. We're going to tuck it in right over here somewhere. And we should be catered. We should be... Signature's coming to town, so they're going to go ahead and deplane us and take off the bags and everything else. And then we're off to the hotel, and hopefully we got new scenery there in Detroit in terms of the city, so we'll take a look at the city and see how we like it. Detroit Rock City. That's right. There we go. All right, folks, so we're approaching Jackie with 194 nautical miles now, top of descent. That seems more like it. All right, we're about 78 nautical miles behind us is the last VOR. I'm going to try to tune Jamestown VOR 114.7. So let's go ahead and get that there, 1147. Somebody on frequency, give me a radio check. Maybe I didn't hear me broadcast. Well, I broadcasted. I don't think there's anybody on frequency. Is it Friday? Is it a Friday thing? I have no idea. I don't know. All right, temps, oil temps 79 over 70, 13 on the oil quantity, hydraulics 15, and hydraulic quantities 13. Fuel temps are fine, 8 and 9. We don't worry about those until we get to like negative 10 or so. We are just, there's nothing I can do, folks. It's just bumpy. This one of those days. It's bumpy. I like to sit pretty high up here. You can see 84 nautical miles from Jamestown. We're going to hit that trad and we'll start a northbound track to Jackie, and that's when we're going to start our arrival. Okay. So if the Rangers have played as crappy as they've played against Buffalo, I don't think they're going to win with Detroit. They've got to really work on defense, man. Holy smokes. There's defense was like non-even existent to them. It's just not even in their vocabulary. All right, let's do some arrival stuff. Star transitions, we talked about that. We've got altitude and airspeed restrictions. We talked about that as well. NOTAMs, we did hash out the NOTAMs. There's a few things that we're going to, nothing really going to affect us. Did the ILS say it was out of service? I think it was. If it is, we're going to simulate that. So we won't actually use the ILS to back it up. I've got an unruly passenger in the back. That's definitely wanting something here. What time is it? Okay, so I'm going to go to info. So I want to know how you folks did. How'd you do this week? Everybody had a good week? Was there anybody crying? Or did everybody have a good week? I know I had a good week. I had a really good week. A lot of less stress at my job, that's for sure. Now, we've got 2-2 right. Yeah, I'm trying to see. All right, we've got 2 deals, and runway markings are not. No, that's closed. No. I'm just trying to look at see if there's any NOTAMs for 3 right. You guys, man, this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Gosh. Runway 9 left, 2 center rights closed. Okay. 27 right, 27, 27, 27. Ooh. Taxiway Sierra between taxiway S1 and taxiway S5 closed. To aircraft wingspan more than 171. We are fine. We are under that wingspan. Headwinds for days. That is pretty much how it goes. Christopher says, my week was pretty good. Mine was excellent. Mine was really good. I had a great week. I'm still smiling. For me, it was a good week. Just because of, obviously what happened. But, and that's just because it affects my job like every day. So, I have to deal with politics every day, unfortunately. But, it's funny how one administration can make my job an absolute nightmare. So I'm smiling right now. I'm like, oh, okay, I could breathe a little bit in terms of just stress. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's why we live. We live in a great country. No matter, and I've said this before. Well, obviously, it doesn't matter how you voted, as long as you voted. That's number one. And number two is, even if we can differ politically, we should still be able to talk to each other civilly, right? Nobody should hate somebody because of the party they're in. Give me a break. Like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. I mean, yeah, so we have a disagreement on politics or, whatever it is. But at least at the end of the day, we're still friends, right? And that's good. That's how it should be, and that's how it was meant to be. I mean, our founding fathers, they didn't hate each other. They would go and they'd go to dinner together, and it didn't matter what party they were in. They still were friends. Now, it was a different time back then. I understand that. But anyway, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for, everybody that showed up. Truly. So, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Anyway, we've got some pretty good headwinds here. 93 knots on the nose. And it is sluggish. Let's go outside. Can we see what's going on here? It is sluggish. Look at that bird. You know what I love about the 80? It just looks like a space shuttle, doesn't it? This thing looks like some kind of a space shuttle. Look at those windows. Does that not look like the shuttle? By the way, who designed the shuttle? Anybody? Do we know who? Was that Lockheed? I don't remember who designed our shuttle. Look at how pretty these clouds are, man. And guess what's releasing in a couple weeks? We have FS 2024 releasing in about 2 weeks. And yes, we'll be buying it. And we will stream it in the whole 9 yards. So let me ask you a question on the chat. Are you guys wanting to see something on Monday? So easier times on the FAA regulations. Yeah, it looks awesome is what it looks like. Yeah, it does look awesome. I love it. Love the airplane. I've got to tell you, I don't know if you guys have watched my model reviews at the Gemini models. I got to do one for November. It seems like a lot of folks, they don't like it too much, but I like collecting them. You know how many MD-80s I have? Like, I got one 737. By the way, I love the 737, but I got I'm gonna get 3 MD-80s. Like, you tell me what airplane I love the most, and I got a 7.5. So what we do, we reviewed 2 MD-80s so far, a 757 and the 737, and this month is a wide body, the first wide body I'm ever going to review, and it's a wide body that you wouldn't even expect me to even touch, so even better. United Space Alliance. Oh, okay, Thiokol, I gotcha. Lockheed Martin did that, and then Boeing Rockwell Orbiter, I gotcha. Sweet. Let's go Kansas City Chiefs. All right, who are they playing? Yeah, Monday's Veterans Day, folks. So I'm gonna stream on Monday. I just don't know when. So what are you folks wanting to see on the stream? Do we want to do a 737 run? What do we want to do? At Coastal, I'm done with, what day is it? Bids coming out soon. Bids are coming out on the 19th. So, I mean, bids coming out on the 12th. So soon the new bids are coming out for December. But I'm done with proving flights. I did all the proving flights on both crew bases, so we have more flights for our crews, and so they'll like that. But I still have to fill the schedule on both aircraft. Whoa, I got a target. Look at that contrail somewhere. Look at that thing. I don't know where they're going, but can you see it out the window? I can't tell if it's going one way or the other way. I don't see it on my TCAS at all. Anyway, we're good. But anyway, that's what we got. And Monday, Sean, are you still on? When are the Rangers flying again? I think we gotta fly. Don't get me wrong. Are we flying on? I know we start a massive schedule next week to the Rangers. The Rangers, we play Detroit tomorrow. I will fly them tomorrow night back. So folks who are members are going to see that. You guys have seen, what, 10 flights already? I think this is our 10th flight. You know, our membership, they'll see all of them, which is cool if you like that sort of thing. But let me see something here, folks. I just want to see. I'm looking to see when our schedule is. I know we have to fly to Seattle. We're talking about 6.5 hours next week. And I think it's next week, if I'm not mistaken, or the week of the 15th. I can't remember here. We're playing the Red Wings tomorrow. All right, so it's not. We play the Jets on the 12th, but we're home. So that's Tuesday. Right? We play Winnipeg. So we've got the 12th, the 14th, dang it, which is a Thursday. We'll fly out a day before that. We won't fly out on the, I think they'll fly out on that Tuesday. They fly out on Wednesday to the Sharks. Dang it. It's because it's like 6 hours. And I got to get that flight in, so might as well fly it on Monday. I mean, what the heck? Why couldn't we? Let's see here. Mike says, that would be so cool if you could charter the Blackhawks. Oh, really? We got a Blackhawk there. Mike says, how about the RJ100 or the Phoenix, the latest, greatest planes? You don't want to see me in an Airbus. You just don't. And to be honest, I'm really kind of shying away from the proficiency thing. If I'm not proficient in it, I don't want to really fly it. it's not what I want to do. I just let you know, I mean, I've been studying the MD-80 a lot. I mean, into the nitty-gritty stuff now. Like, I'm looking at just the avionics and all that stuff because I'm going to be flying this airplane for a long time. Mike says, charter the Blackhawks. Well, I tell you what, Mike, what we do at Coastal, if you wanted to see like a charter, I don't know if you follow us on Instagram, but if you look on your screen, you can see on Instagram. If you could say, hey, you know, I want a charter flight, you could book us. That's what's so cool about it. You could tell us, you can, you know, throw the details in there. If you want to see a Blackhawks charter, we'll definitely do that. It's just got to fit in with our schedule, but we can do it, and I'll probably stream it. And then we'll send you a bill, a virtual bill, that is. But yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's open for anybody. So our VIP charters are flown by our MD-80 aircraft. Sometimes if we have a lot of people, we can fly the 737s. It just depends. This airplane could seat, I think this airplane can seat about 70, but it's in a VIP layout. So normally we have like Sean did a huge seat map for this airplane. It's got tables and chairs and you name it. Folks, 108 nautical miles, top of descent. We're pretty much done. We're getting ready here for the descent. But yeah, you could book it. Book it on our Instagram, or better yet, you could go on our Discord and you could say, you can hit me up, and then on our FSBN Discord channel, anybody can sign up there. It's obviously free to get on Discord, and you can just throw us a message and say, hey, I would like to book a charter flight from here to here. And we'll work in, you know, if you had a schedule, we can work in a schedule, or we can just book it on our calendar when we have time to do it. So like a Monday would be a good time to charter something. Unless you guys want to see a 737. But I just released a 737 video yesterday, right? Let's see. What are the Hawks playing? Now, how much does it to charter a flight? Does anybody know? It's expensive. So I'll give you an idea. This aircraft per hour is $21,000 an hour to charter it. And that is a going rate. That is competitive to what it is in real life, by the way. It's $21,000 an hour for this aircraft. That's a lot, right? That's a lot of dough. Think about it. If you were a corporation and you were going to fly, let's say you were flying 60, 70 people. If you booked it, Jeffrey says, MD-80, 24/7, 365 days a year. Yeah. I'm with you, buddy. I feel the same way about it. I love it. It's a cool airplane. So I've got to figure out, when the heck am I going to fly for 6 hours? I really have to really consider that, because that's a long haul, guys. I mean, I got time on Monday, right? But it sucks because it's going to have to be Wednesday. It'll have to be Wednesday because they play the Jets at home. So it's got to be a Wednesday flight regardless. Can I do Wednesday? Okay, let's look at the Blackhawks. So is that what you want to do, Mike? You want us to charter? Do you want a charter run? Are you booking us a charter? Let's see. We have... I'm looking at the Hawks schedule here. They've got November the 10th, which is Fridays. Today's the 8th. Tomorrow's the 9th. Sunday the 10th. Where do they go after that? And they're in... It looks like they're going to be... Oh my gosh, they're going to be at Seattle? Chicago is playing Seattle on the 14th of November. Oh, I ain't doing that. So... But that's at home. Now let's see what's going on here. Let's look at the Hawks schedule. They're either away or they're home. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I've got the calendar. November, they are playing the Seattle Kraken on that Thursday. So they are home. They're playing Minnesota home. Looks like Sunday. And they go on a road trip to Seattle on the 14th. The Rangers will fly out. What the heck? Wait a minute. That ain't right. Where are the Rangers playing? When are the Rangers playing, Sean? Do you know? I know we go there. I thought you'd do BFI. Yep, we would. First woman coach in Seattle. Oh, cool. Are you flying to Seattle? Oh, yeah, I can't afford a charter. Well, that's the best part. It's just, it's simulated, right? We don't actually charge you, but it's fun. It's fun to say, yeah, here's a bill. Okay, we got Auto ATC from Cleveland, and they say this. They say, Cleveland Center advised to send via the Farrell 2 arrival. Metro altimeter is 302.9, no separation services provided. Thank you. We've got top of descent 78 nautical miles. So we're chasing each other because, yeah, can you imagine? That's 6 hours. It's a 5.5 hour flight. That's good money for us, plus the cargo. Yeah, we'd fly into BFI. That's where we're going to go. As a matter of fact, Coastal Airways just opened via BFI. We actually now start servicing. We're servicing BFI with Coastal, the line. So we are doing line flights from BFI to from Salt Lake City. So our Salt Lake folks, there it is. We are over Lake Erie with a nice ride now, folks. We're getting out of that garbage, leaving it behind. Lake Erie, it is cold out there. It's cold. Pretty cold. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign. Just let them know if you need to use the restrooms, do so now. So I say, folks, from the flight deck, we're going to be starting our descent here at about 71 miles. If you need to use the restrooms, now's the time to do it. We'll be kicking on that seatbelt sign here in just a little bit. Thanks for flying with us, and hope you guys have a great game. Playing Detroit. Defense. Let me click the mic. Click. And they would say, you're fired. You're never flying us again. Hilarious. Okay. What do we got here, folks? All right. So did we figure out what we're doing? And by the way, if you guys want to book anything, you can. Like any flight from A to B, we'll make it happen. And we'll probably stream it. Once I can. Let's see your Rangers schedule. Let's see. If you guys are playing on the 14th, let's see what we got. I don't like this. Hang on. Let me look really quick before we have to get ready. We're pretty much already dialed in. Let's see. We have got the 14th. Oh, okay. That's why. So, white is home. No, white is away. Yes, white is away and blue. So, we're looking at Tuesday the 12th. We play Winnipeg at home. We get on an airplane. The 13th, we fly to Seattle. We fly to San Jose. That's why I was off. I thought we were... Wait a minute. No. I'm all screwed up, dude. Okay. We're home. We're home all next week. I am so screwed up. We're home all next week. We fly to Seattle on the 17th. We play Seattle on the 17th. So, yeah, the week of the 15th, I am completely off next week. So no flights next week. And the 15th night will be I'm doing a camp out with the scouts. So I've got to have it'll be a 737 trip, that approving flight that I have lined up for you. And then it looks to me like the 15th, the Rangers will fly out that Friday. So we'll play San Jose at home on the 14th. We're home all next week. We play Winnipeg and San Jose. Then on the 15th, we fly out to Seattle. Well, off the 16th, we'll probably be in Seattle. Then we go. This is a big road trip for me. We got Seattle the 18th. Seattle we play on the 17th. I fly them that night. We go to Vancouver. Short flight was like 40 minutes. Then from Vancouver, we play Vancouver on the 19th. We'll fly them out on that night. We fly to Calgary on the 19th to Calgary. They play on the 21st. Then the 22nd, they'll go to Edmonton. So we could, on that Friday on the 22nd, we can do another charter if you want to Edmonton. You guys want to do that or no? In the chat, let me know if you want to do that in the chat. If you want to see another MD-80, we're going to go from, on the 22nd, we'll go to Edmonton from Calgary. It's a quick flight, it's like 40 minutes. And then on the 23rd, we'll play the Oilers and fly them home to turn around, and we play St. Louis. So we go from, they're going to probably fly either all night on the 23rd or the 24th in the morning. If it was Paul Maurice, I guarantee it'd be the 24th. But usually Laviolette likes to go when the game's over. So we're going to see. If it was Paul Maurice likes to kind of relax and then fly the next day, which kind of I would like to do, but it's just how it goes. Anyway, we'll figure something out, right? Rangers, Red Wings, 9th. Yep. 6 o'clock. Jets and Rangers, Sharks, got it. Yeah, 6-hour MD-80 extravaganza. Christopher says, I'm in on the Edmonton flight. All right, so you wanted to see the Edmonton flight, guys? All right, I know I have a schedule. I have a calendar out there released. Okay, folks, we're looking at 40 nautical miles top of descent here. We're coming up. So I have a calendar ready to go. I'm going to have to tweak it and revise. Just no big deal. I'll go ahead and get that done for us. And we'll be ready. Rocking and rolling here. All right, here's this. Jeffrey gives us the MD-80. You know, for some weird reason, not a lot of people like this airplane. And I don't know why. Are they not nostalgic like I am? I mean, I don't understand. Could they not fly it? Is that what's going on over there? This airplane will bite you. It's called the Mad Dog for a reason here. We got 11,000. Let's go and bring it down to 7,000. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring it all the way down to $7,000 here, and then we will arm it. This is an old TWA aircraft, obviously. So one of our buddies that watches the network here, he says, hey, that's an automatic thing that TWA aircraft did. They actually armed it themselves. It's pretty cool. Not everybody has class. Jason, that's right. That's pretty good. That's what it is. That's right. I can't get, I just can't do the Airbus. Just something about it. I love the 7.3. It's still, obviously my favorite airplane. I have a lot of time in it. And I love that airplane, but MD-80s are right up there. I got to tell you, it's a really, really good one. I got to work on this screen for you guys. All right, I got to get this dude ready to go for the descent. And seatbelts are coming on. Now, something really cool on the MD-80, folks, and I want to teach you. If you're new to the aircraft and you want to know just a little bit something today, we're going to go to the tail section. I might have to use the drone. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the drone. Stand by. Okay, so look at the tail section here on the airplane, folks. You see that pitot tube? Okay, that pitot tube drives the rudder limiter. So there's a pitot tube right here. And what's happening is that when aircraft, hold on, let me get back in the flight deck. When airplanes accelerate or increase their speed, the rudder throw is limited. It goes from 17 degrees, okay, full throw, left and right, and then it starts, as speed increases, it decreases the throw of the rudder. right? Now Airbus does it via electronics, right? So Airbus does it via computers. 737 has a same kind of thing. It's an artificial feel, and then it'll start throwing the rudder limiter down. This aircraft is mechanical. All right, this is the cool thing about this airplane. That pitot tube, as the air enters into the pitot tube, there's a bellow in a spring, something like that, right? So you have a spring with a bellow. The spring is here connected on the backside of the bellow. So the ram air goes into the bellow, and what happens when you get a lot more air pushing this bellow? It starts pushing the bellow out, right? It starts pushing, and eventually it pushes the spring, which then there's mechanical linkage that actually mechanically limits the rudder throw. It's the coolest thing in the world. I was like, now this is something I can get behind. And then if we go on the overhead here, okay, so you take a look at your annunciator panel. And I want you to look up here. When we start slowing speed down, probably about 250 knots or less, or maybe about 210, 180, it might come out about 210 knots. This light will illuminate, and it's going to say rudder, it's going to say rudder powered or something like that. I got to remember what it is. It says something about I can't remember right now off the top of my head. I'm looking at the book, but it's going to be a rudder limiter throw or something like that. Here, hold on. Let me see if I could throw the annunciator on really quick, and I'll do it with you right now. Yeah, right there. Rudder travel unrestricted, and you want to see that light as we start slowing down. You're going to see that light, meaning that the throw of the rudder, now you got full 17 degrees on both sides as the speed drops down. It's about I think it's like 180, 190, right around there. So let's keep our eye on that. And now you guys know what the heck that little pitot tube's for in the back of the airplane. Pretty cool, right? Gotta love it. Bet your little Airbus doesn't do that crap. Rangers are off to a good start. Well, kind of. Jeffrey says, which means they went on to fly for American. Yes, they did. This was this particular aircraft. I want you to do some research here. We got top of descent coming up. You ready? Okay. So I want you to look up the serial number, 53634. Everybody look up that serial number. And something is missing on this airplane, and it's right here. Something's missing. And I've asked the devs to get it done. Let's see if they do it. All right, folks, we're on the descent here into the Detroit area. And here we go. Jeffrey says rear-mounted engines and odd center off lift versus center of gravity makes the MD-80's empennage behaviors unique. Yes, it does. The RJ100 is autopilot now compared to its older model, BAE 146. That's cool. Mike, I did see that the RJ has come out. I'm probably going to showcase it in a minute. I'll probably do that just to get, I'm probably going to get it. So, all right, we got Boston, Kansas City, and Minneapolis is on. And that's it. Let's go ahead and get our FO woken up. I don't know if he's going to wake up, but we're going to try to get him awake here. Seatbelt signs coming on right now. They should be on already. I think I turned them on. And they are. Okay. We'll wake up the dude and say we're on the descent. And we'll say descent check. And he's going to do a few things. All right, one thing I didn't do my landing data because I got to yapping and I didn't get the landing data up and running. So let's go to performance. We're going to go to the landing page. I'm going to go DTW, Detroit. And I like to do this both. The winds in Detroit, 360 at 5. That might have updated. 360/5. Outside air temperature is 9 degrees. It's nice and chilly. Well, we'll keep it 5. We're going to go 3 right tonight. Come on, bro. 3. 3 right. Flaps are going to be 40. 15 on the go around if we need it. 2 a 9er. 3028. So runway 3 right. Auto brake's probably going to be medium, if not anything. 2, we're going to go 3028. 30.28. Reversers, yes. Manual auto brake. And our landing weight right now on this aircraft, 118.9. That's going to be about 118 even. Nice and light. Click calculate, and this is what we got. So I've got up maneuvering 225. Looks like flap 0, 175. Once we pass that number, we'll drop it to 15. And we'll go from there. Looks like a landing ref speed of 132 knots, folks. Landing factor distance 38.07. Now I'd like to go and check the sim brief one just to make sure that we are good on the numbers. We're still descending good or well. And we're going to have to tune to Detroit Metro's frequency, which is probably going to be 118.4. Okay, the airplane is coming in. We're going to idle 118.4. Just going to get that thrown in here. I'm not going to do any auto brake on this. I mean, maybe we just keep it off. It's fine. It's just we have a lot of runway there. Let's see. Detroit runway is 10,000 feet, so we got runway for days. We're pretty light too. All right, let's go into these numbers here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you? Yes, you can. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw the landing performance here. We got skipjack, runway 3 right, feet, pounds. I'll populate the weather. 3029 now. Winds are calm. Pretty much. Weight's going to be 118. We'll go ahead and shift that. 118,000. 40 on the flap. Optimum on the brakes. Reversers, yes. We'll add 5. Everything else is good. We'll factor the brakes. Calculate. And that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a landing distance actual of 87.99 with no brakes. That's probably perfect for us. Nice and easy. Flaps will be 40 and 130 on the speed. Is everybody okay with that? I am. Okay, Cliff, wake up, dude. Oops. Descent check. Descent check. Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information. For your continued safety, flight attendants will now walk through the cabin to secure it for landing.
All right, hold on.
We'll be collecting all service items, newspapers, and any other items you wish to discard or may not be taking off the aircraft with you. Also, in preparation for landing,
Transition now.
turn off all electronic
Set.
devices. Stow these devices and all other carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have
All right,
shifted
bro.
during our flight. Please stow your tray table.
Let's see if I can get them here.
To their upright position and check the security of
Descent
your seatbelt
check.
for landing shortly. Thank you.
Nothing. Okay, brakes are in. What I'm going to do is try to reset it. I can't remember how to reset this stupid thing. There's something here I can hit to reset it. Anyway, we're good on speed. We're at 13,000. Feral 2's coming in. We're right where we need to be. 14 and 11,000. We're doing good, folks. All right. I've got 2 checklists here if I need to. Descent checklist coming in. Fuel quantities checked. Approach briefing performed. Landing data is set. I want to get this clown working just to make sure we're good. That is good. I throw that off. That's good. That's good. That's good. Coming down here, and we got to make sure our stuff is good to go. It's on. Okay. All right, folks, in the chat right now, do me a favor. Hit the shoot's on. Here we go. Shoot's coming on. We've got Cliff with us, right? Where do I apply for VA pilot with Coastal? Yeah, good question. If you go to flycoastalairways.com, that's where you would apply. And then, so that's, you can read about the onboarding process, but flycoastalairways.com will get you there, and we're going to be good to go. Through 13,000, we got 12. We got Feral coming in, looking at 7,000 there. Here we go on the aircraft. Nice. All right, I'm going to zoom in to this. Okay, heading. Good stuff, guys. All right, Cliff. How do I get Cliff waking up here? There's something I can hit that completely wakes this dude up. I don't know what it is. Descent check. Apparently he is just he's not awake. Come on, guy. What are you doing? No? Oh, what in the heck, man? All right, guys. We're through 10,000 feet. I'm going to have to start doing this myself. I don't know what button I got to hit. I completely... Engine sync, soft pressurization, set and check. Hydraulics are checked on. Altimeters are set. Altimeters are set, yeah. Landing and data and airspeed bugs are set. Descent checklist complete. All right, through 10,000, we got to slow the aircraft down. We're going to G motor. Coming up, here comes the brakes. Pulling a little bit of brake there for us. I want to do an approach check. Okay, we got Feral coming up there through 10,000. We're slowing the aircraft down. Say there's a snake on board. Exactly. There is a snake on board. If we're going to forget him right now, we're just going to do our flows. Cliff is, I don't know what he's doing. Whoa, what a beautiful sunset this is going to be. All right, so as we hit G motor, we're going to go ahead and get out of there, and we're going to go to the RNAV 3 right, like I stated before. This is going to go to landing card, and we've got our up speed 220. And we're going to change 118.4 to the tower frequency. And I don't need that. Okay, looking good. 8,000, like I said, G motor at 7, and once we hit 7,000, we're going to act like the ILS is not in service. Actually, it is in service. So I am going to plug it in just to have it. So we're going to do a frequency here of 113A. That is not right. That's the RMP. There's the ILS, 111.5. One 1.5 inbound course 036. Now we'll go around this way. There's 7,000. We're going to keep on trucking. We're going to go down to 5,000. Okay, there's G motor 036. We're going to keep going. All right, 13 degrees local, so you can see 13 degrees. We don't need any, you know, engine anti-ice or anything like that. You can see the city. Can you guys see the city? Look at the city. That's really cool. Can you guys see it through the windshield? See that? That's the city we bought. We're going to have to go check that out when we land. Be pretty cool. All right, we're doing 240 on the speed. We got to get down to 210, or flap up maneuvering speed in our case. Once we start getting really close to this and RNAV coming in, we need to be 5,000 feet, 210 on the speed. So there's 5,000. I'm going to go ahead and select we should go to descent. Here we go. All right, I've got the speed. Maybe not. So your speed's here. I'm going to do 220 on the speed. That's the up speed. Now there's a couple things we can do. We can select speed now. Uh-oh. Let's just pause. Come on back. All right, good. Oh no. Okay. I don't know what's going on with my airplane. Okay, let's go and select speed. So we got alpha speed, vertical speed now is engaged, which is okay. So I want to maintain about, you know, want to get there at about 5,000 feet. So we have plenty of altitude to go. And I'm just going to take that speed and just bring it up just a little bit. You can see we are, I remember doing this last time, last flight. I was like way too aggressive on the descent. And I managed to stay too dang high. I'm just going to go ahead and just 200 feet a minute on the way down. Let's see. Detroit traffic, radio check. Nobody. I got nobody. Nothing. Come on, Cliff. What the heck? Oh, look, look, look. There's the city. Let's go ahead. Can we get over the wing? You guys see that? Oh, that's cool. Let me see if I can zip over to the FO side and have a look. Yeah, look at that. We'll have to check it out when we land. 220 on the speed. I don't remember what button it is. I can refresh him. That ain't it. I'm like hitting all sorts of buttons. This guy like refreshes. Well, I just shut him off. That did it. Oh well. $5,000 Braxton. See if we can get a better look over that wing. Pretty cool. Detroit traffic, Riptide 5800, setting up for the RMP, runway 3 right, Braxton 5000. All right, so we're at 220. We can start slowing the aircraft down a little bit. We're through 6,000, got 1,000 to go. Nice slow descent. Here we go. We must not do aggressive descent tendencies. Yeah, let's not do that, right? I was a little overzealous on the descent last time, and I was like, oh, I'm sitting here at 5,000 feet for like 10 miles, 25 miles just waiting. I'm going to go ahead and push it down a little bit now here. All right, speed's coming back. I'm going to go ahead and drop the speed down. I want to get it down to about 180. You can see where the alpha speed kicked in, which means that we're below the flap maneuvering speed at our particular flap setting. So we've got 57 for 5,000, 1,000 to go. What's beautiful over here on this side? Pretty cool. There are a lot of farms on this side, it looks like. Look at those Pratts. I would love to sit on that side of the engine. Just listen to those Pratts kicking. Pretty awesome. Okay, through 5,000, here we go. And I'm going to go to the, let's see if it goes to the, we're going to go VNAV again here. Once we hit 5,000, I'll go VNAV again. And then we'll see if the aircraft can do its thing. All right, let's drop the slat. Ready? You're going to go from here to slat. That's just so cool about this aircraft. It's a separate system than the flaps. Okay, so slats are different than the flaps on this aircraft. It's not like a 737 where you just drop the flaps, the slats come down. This is a different system. Now you have to do that anyway. I'm gonna go system. Oh shoot! I'm gonna go system B there. You have to throw the flaps. There's 5,000. We're nice. I'm gonna hold about 180. That's a good speed to hold. Okay, watch the aircraft level off. There's 5. It's got altitude hold in the FMA. Or that's not the FMA, but you know what it means. The digital flight guidance computer. I'm going to go ahead and hit VNAV now. We're going to go level change speed hold and see what the aircraft does. Whoa, no. Don't go that far. Okay, so I'm going to go select speed. We are just burning all that speed. No, airplane. So it wants to get really fast, and I don't want to go that fast. See that little green dot there coming on the FMA? I mean on the nav? Right there, that green dot, that's going to be our decelerate. So what I'm going to do is just keep it about 200 knots right there. Nice and easy. And I will, once we hit that decel point, then I'll kick it on. I'll kick it on VNAV and let the airplane. Now I'm doing a full VNAV. I could have flown obviously a visual and just turned it in right now, but I want to see how this airplane is going to fly the VNAV, so I'm kind of just practicing with it. So if you're ever wondering what the heck's he doing, I could have easily went to go visual. All right, let's do this. 200 knots. Okay, I'm done with this, so I'm going to set the speed brake up now. One last thing. I'm going to keep this off. We don't need it. Do you guys want to see it? All right, I'm going to record this. You guys want me to record the landing? Let's go flight control replay. I'm going to record this landing so we have a good recording here. How's that? You guys want to see the replay on the landing? I don't know. DTW LND5800. All right, we're recording it. It's recording. We can't screw it up. All right, through the descent point, now let's go ahead and hit VNAV. It might go to 210. It is. It's going to go up to 210. We're slowing down. All right, we've got VNAV. I know the speed's going to kick up because it's going to try to maintain that 210 knots at 5,000 feet. Now, from here at Braxton, we're going to stay till 5,000 feet until we get to Lyons. So, I mean, yeah, this is it. So we're going to stay until we get to Lyons, which is an RF leg, it looks like. There, Lyons is all the way down there. You can see it. So we'll stay at 5,000 feet for, geez, a long time. All right. The ILS is actually hooked up. But I said we're not doing the ILS. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and try to do a... I'm going to see how this thing does a full-on RMP approach. Let's check it out. Remember, Lyons will start a descent. That's going to be pretty much got all these RF legs. Let's see how this aircraft does it. Burning all my gas. Ugh. Oh, look at those bad slats, man. Look at that. Cool. All right. Nothing yet. See, 210. We're gonna hold until we get to about 190. Here comes the RF legs. Let me call. Detroit traffic, Riptide 5800, turning base, runway 3 right, Detroit. Lights are on, good to go. Here comes the RF legs, and I'm gonna just kind of zoom into that. Let's talk about a go around. In this particular case, if we had to do a go around, what we would do is we would climb to 1,100 feet, then climbing right, turn to 4,000 feet, direct gauge, and hold. So we would make a right turn through it. We're RF7 now. Once we hit Lions, then we can start our descent down to 4,000. So then I'm going to go ahead and reset the altitude to 0 and let the airplane kind of do its thing. We'll see if we need to take over or not. All right, so our bugs are coming up here to go around thrust. That just gives us our bugs up, so if we hit toga, we can get out of there on time. All right, folks, looking good. Nice RF leg, nice and easy. Can you see an airport over there? I don't see nothing. Okay, we got Lions coming up. Nice sweeping turn here. 200 knots, 210 knots here. Let's see, we got Lions. All right, altitude's going to come down to nothing. I'm going to zero it out and see what it does. Okay, it should start a descent shortly. After Lions, I expect down to 4,000, at least starting to trend down. Here comes the, this is what I'm looking at right now. It's trying to do something. See how the speed dropped? Nice. So far, so good. Let's see some action with the aircraft on the descent. All right. It's wanting to hook up here. We're on VNAV level. It should go VNAV descent. I got the airport in sight, obviously. I'm looking for VNAV descent now. I expect the airplane to drop now. Come on.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay. There we go. All right, here we go. Flaps 15. Speed's mine.
Flaps 15.
Okay, flaps 15 set. Okay, lights coming on. I'm gonna get that gear down here. Low. We're doing all right, but we got rise or rime. Rime should be right around 3,000. Gear coming down. Let's get that gear down. Gear is down. 152. All right, so we're about right where we need to be. Left coming down 28. My speed, I can't get it below 140 here. What do we say on our 132? All right, see this? See the annunciator come up? Rudder travel unrestricted, because that bellow just popped out. All right, airplane. I got the plane. It's mine. I'm just going to take over. Okay, let's go flaps to 40. And we're going to slow the airplane down here. I got the aircraft. Come on now. Flight director off, I don't need it. Okay, landing lights coming down. Detroit traffic, Riptide 5800 on a final 3 miles, runway 4 right. Okay, landing checks, here we come. If I can get it. It's the wrong one. Okay, landing gear down, 3 green. Ignition's on Bravo. Spoilers are armed and flaps are at 40 set. Okay, do me a favor, shut that side off too. Auto throttle's off, airplane's mine. I'm just gonna fly it in here, give it a little power.
1,000.
Check. At 1,000 on speed, on profile.
Approaching 03 right.
Roger, that's the RAS. Looking good. If it says unstable, we're pouring the coals on, but we're good right now. Once we hit 1,000 feet, that's our procedure. If the VRAS says nope, we're out of there. Okay.
500.
Check.
400.
She's pretty trimmed. I like just to take my hand off the yoke just to see how the airplane is it trimmed out or not. It is. Once we hit 200, I'm going to check my eyesight, and I'm not going to do the 1,000 boards anymore. I'm doing the piano keys now at 200 feet. Check.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh. But oh, that was a hard one. There was no flare on that one. I wanted to stick that thing. Is that 340 feet a minute? Clunk. Hey, they had a bad loss. That's what they get. It's all good. All right, we're going to keep it rolling. I got the brakes.
60 knots.
All right, we're going to get on West 5 coming up. Well, welcome to Detroit, folks. We made it. So we're going to get off over here. We're going to go West 5. We'll come up, then cross the runway. I think I could just go on 6, can't I? I'll just go on 6. It's just easier. Flaps to 0. Now you can't put the slats up. You got to wait till the flaps come up, and then you can throw them up to the slats. All right, we're going to go Sierra 6. We'll clean it up. Slats are up. Okay, once we cross here, we're going to drop down to the right side. Detroit traffic, Riptide 5800, clear of runway 3 right, Detroit. All right, let's go and throw the, I'm going to do a after landing check here just really quick. Let me stop the airplane for a minute. And I'm going to do a few things. That's off, that's coming off. APU's coming on. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,004. That's back to run. Good over there. Lights are good. Windshield anti-ice is off. Okay, good to go. Lights and a collision light, that's good. We'll keep our lights on there. That's off. These are coming on. All right, let's go take a picture. As a matter of fact, I gotta stop this too. Stop the recording. Can't really see nothing. Hang on, I gotta get back in and shut an engine down. Our APU is online. Alright, so I'm going to park the aircraft on this side. I just got to find out what that parking was. So hang on. I remember... Wasn't it the east side? Hang on, I gotta look at the paperwork. Give me a second. Shouldn't send me the paperwork, so I've got the paperwork. Really quick, let me look. I don't remember which one it is. It's just, it's somewhere over here, but I reset the, I actually did it custom. I just need to see where it was. Give me a second here. So we're saying we've got D3 ramp 50, that's us. Parking 28. Gonna be right around there, I think. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna have to go over here, just take a look. Is it northeast parking? No. I said 28, let's see. No. Yep, there it is. See how that guy's standing there like that? Yeah, I did that. I did it custom for this reason. nice because come on, airplane, let's go. Okay, let's go. Throw the brakes on. Taking this off. All right, on the buses here, cutting it down. We made it. Made it to Detroit. All right, here we go. We got to do a couple things before we do a replay, so give me a second. We're going to go standby. We're going to go ahead over here. We're going to shut this window. It's pretty cold out there. And then we're going to say GSX. We're going to deplane us. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the anti-collision lights off. And that's that and that. And we're going to say request deboarding. Let's see if it works here. We should see the stairs starting to come up. Where are the stairs? Okay, what's going on? Deboarding requested. Here come the stairs. The stairs are moving. All right, seatbelts are coming off. Galley power, I'm going to throw those off for now. That's off. Air is coming on for the APU. And that gives us some heating. We're going to open the door. That's it. I'll get the time in. Get out of my chair here. There should be passengers here. What the heck? Gotta open the door, don't we? Yeah, open the door. Are they waiting for me to open it? I'll kick it open. There you go. All right, folks, we made it. Nice. All right, I got to do some administrative work here on the aircraft. We do have to shut it down, but what's that? Gray Aviation, what's going on? Is this Jason? Ah, there's VREF Simmer. Touchdown, 344 feet a minute. Talk about your aim points when you get a moment. Give him 6, that's right. Grace has been a slight bit of time. You got it. I hope the galley was informed before turning off the power. Somebody could making coffee. Yeah, we're done. Yeah, exactly. We're done with coffee, dang it. There's no more coffee. I say, get off my airplane. Okay. Let me do some administrative work. So we're going to do the fuel first. So I'll come in here and look at the fuel. We got to write this stuff down. 3650 and 3700, total of 7450. Now I'm going to keep it like this. There's a couple things we can do. Yeah, I might want to reset it. I'll shut the door and you know, we'll let the airplane land and roll out and stuff like that, and then on the replay is what I'm saying. But I have to make sure I can go in and get us off the network, and I got to get paid for the flight. So give me a second. Let me go ahead and file the flight. And I say we see the we do the replay first, and then let's go to Detroit and see the hockey arena. I think the hockey arena is on here. So. Let me look. And I'm going to go ahead and file the flight. We got paid. Done. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just button up that. Look at the grass. I like the way I put this airplane. You know, I like the way I set it up, just because I knew I was coming here. So when Sean gives me, like, I'm starting to get smart now. When Sean gives me when he gives me like the paperwork, I actually try to get here before, and then I just kind of I do the gate stuff and all that. And that's it. All right, so let's button it up, and I gotta shut that door. I'll cancel the GSX, and then we're gonna do a replay and see how bad this stinking thing was. That work? All right, so GSX. Let's go ahead and reset. I'm just gonna click reset position. That's gonna clear everything out. I'll go ahead and close the door. Okay, I gotta close that back stupid stairs. This. The reason why, if you don't do that, it will think that you're, you know, it'll show your doors open and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and throw the anti-collision light on. All right, let's go and do the replay and see how bad this landing was. Hey, I told you, when the Rangers screw up, guess what? I wanted to stick it. I really wanted to put it on the 1,000 footers. That's why I kind of did a duck under. A pretty big duck under, but I wanted to. All right, let's do 5,800. Detroit, where do I put it? No. There it is. I found it. All right, so I'm going to speed it up. Okay, let's get that going. Let's get the flaps in there.
25.
Flaps should be coming down. There we go. One thing I'll do is come over here. There we are. Okay, we'll arm it.
Approaching 03 right.
Let's see how bad this thing was. I told you where I wanted it. I wanted it on the 1,000 footers or before. Let's see. We'll pause it. How's that? All right. Look at that. Oh, man. It's awesome. Ooh, boom. That's really short. That's short. Short landing. Oops. Look. That's awesome. You guys, that's great. Hey, that's a good practice for Midway. Do we go to Midway? I don't remember. When we go to Chicago, do we go O'Hare or Midway? I think we go to Midway. Oh, that's cool. Let's get that. Let's get a shot right there. What do you think? That's a good picture. I like to do this, though, with my shots. I like to go to Zoom Type Auto. And then what I like to do is use the drone. I'll put the drone out, and then we'll get some really cool depth of field work going on. I like to go across here with the runway, and then we zoom in. And maybe we go this side. Nope, didn't work. All right, so hold on. So that didn't take. So if we go to camera, and then we throw this to auto, you can see it's the depth of field working now. You can see the background all blurred out. That's a really cool effect. I really like that effect. Maybe we can go this way. Yeah. I want to see the boards pop out though. So let's see the boards. There we go. Hold on. Clunk. All right, we're gonna back it up. Back it up. I gotta get one picture. Okay, right there, picture. Chink. Take it. There we go. All right, now we'll see the reversers come out, the clamshell doors. Nope, it won't kick out. One is kind of coming out, but anyway, that's it. All right, so I'll let the airplane slow down. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is stop. Watch. I got to do something really quick, folks, before we see Detroit here. I'm going to stop the aircraft with the accumulator. See my no brake pressure? Okay, it stopped. We'll set our brake, and then I got to shut it down. I'm just going to go like this. I got to shut it down because the next flight I need a cold and dark airplane. So why is it doing that? So that's why I need to shut this down, and we'll do that by throwing the master off. Oh, I know why. That stupid camera thing. All right, smart camera. Nope, nope, don't do that. I don't know what happened. Where's that zoom? Zoom type? Manual. There you go. I don't want that. All right, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So we'll shut that off. APU's coming off. That's not the standard, but I'm just trying to get it to a cold and dark status. Because we're going to pick up the airplane tomorrow and we're flying it back home. Of course, it won't be on a runway like this, but we'll throw that there. Flaps coming up. Speed brakes, throw that up. We'll throw this down. And this goes to 15, and what this does is it shuts the... Oh, crap, the slats are down. I got a reverser. Call maintenance. Okay, we're done. If I throw the battery on... I gotta get AC power on the airplane. Dang it. Anyway, I'll deal with it tomorrow. No big deal. Okay, let's go see the let's go see Detroit. Where is this does anybody know where this thing is? Midway is a park that would be cool. It would be. Should do one with tower in the background. Yes, I should. Okay, let's get out. I'm gonna do a... We got to go to the actual city, and I think it's north. So what I'm gonna do is increase our camera, and I'm gonna go move all the way up to about 300, and that should give us a good... We should be flying pretty quick. All right, so we want to go north. So we had basically the runway. There it is, city. City, city, city. So north and east, right? So Sean, where the heck? So we installed the Detroit City new scenery, but there's the hockey stadium in here somewhere, and I want to check that out. Cities in the northeast. Should do one with tower. I'll get that. All right, so here's the city. Now we're going to have to slow down the camera and look. I want to go down a little bit. Oh, I see a stadium right there, but it's probably not going to be the hockey stadium. It's too dang big. Okay, so we've got pretty cool stuff going on here, folks. We've got the... Oh, there it is. That is cool. Look at that. Little Caesars Arena. Where are we staying? Are we staying somewhere down here? Where's our hotel? So there's a Little Caesars Arena. That's done pretty good, man. I'm taking a picture of that. That's pretty cool. And this was only like $8, guys. So if you fly to like Detroit a lot, come check this out. Look at the Lions Stadium right there, Ford Field. I love that. Look at that. That's awesome. Yep. That's so cool. You have the Lions and then the Tigers on this side for baseball. Oh, they did a good job. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can get no. I'm going way too fast because of the right there. Let's take that picture. There it is. Oh, no way. This thing changes? I just saw Detroit on there. Did that change? Did my eyes deceive me? Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I love it. Congrats on the Dodgers. Not the right Dodgers. That's right. You might be able to see the hotel. Where is it? Left or right? It's down the road. Cool. I'll have to check out the hotel. We'll have to check out that hotel. It's going to be somewhere down here. I don't know. I have to do it on and see where. That's so cool. I love it. Team store. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm stuck now. I have to go all the way back. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was fun. It was fun for me. I love flying that dang airplane a lot. So tomorrow, the Rangers will play Detroit, and then we go tomorrow for members. You'll see the flight. It's probably going to release on Sunday after I get it all edited and stuff. So Sunday, you will see the flight back home into Westchester County in the MD-80. We have the whole week off next week. You'll see a 737 flight on Friday. It won't be live, though, because I'll be camping again with the Scouts. But the following week, I think we're going to do a charter or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. In the chat below, let me know what you want to see on Friday the 22nd, and we will go from there. I think we were going to do at the Edmonton flight. I think that was it. So if you turn 180, it changes. What do you mean? You've turned one. I can't turn. I'm stuck. Like this camera is just stuck now. I don't know why. So, ooh, that worked. What changes? 180. So, you know what? We can see it at night too. Here, let's just do this. Let's put the time to at night, and let's see how. Oh yeah, look at that, you guys. Wow, that's pretty cool. You guys see that with the lighting? I can't like tilt my camera or anything. It's kind of locked, but yeah, that's really neat. They did a good job. I love it. All right, always satisfying to watch a coastal MD-80 flight. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Mad Dog, yes, the Mad Dog crew. That's right. All right, folks, we'll see you. When are we going to see you again? Well, I'll see you members tomorrow, but I'll see you next. Well, maybe next week sometime. All right. Until next time, keep the blue side up and the brown side down, folks. Have a great night. We'll see you all next time. Go Rangers. Hopefully you didn't lose too bad. The board changes. You asked about that. Yeah, you saw it. The billboard LCD. Yeah, it was really cool. I did see it, and it's awesome. You saw that board change, right? I can't tilt my camera very well. But that whole thing changes, like the LCD screen and everything. Whoa. Like my camera's all jacked right now. All right, guys. Okay. Well, this is just getting me dizzy. If I go target, I don't know. Anyway. Oh, look at that. Okay, folks, we will see you later. Have a good one.
Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe's so magic.